What's going on, guys? It is TemperAlliance, and today in this video we're going to be talking about the new game that will hopefully be coming to us this year or next year. It kind of depends what we hear from the game, and that is Battlefield 4. Now, I'm not really much of a Battlefield fan. That's because they're sponsored by EA, and what EA does is that they make the games so that you have to be over 18 to play, which I think is really bullshit, because for games of Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, or any Need for Speed game, or FIFA games, or like sports games, basically, like, even though they're like 3+, they're basically for like kids, and you have to be 18 or over to play online, which is really bullshit, which is why I don't really like Battlefield that much, because it's sponsored by EA, and I think EA, the company, has been a little bit unfair with the online, which is why that most kids has to like make their online account over the age of 18, even though they could be 16, 14, or just possibly 10. That's kind of like the only reason why people have to make their account the age of over 18 is because there are so many good games out there that are sponsored by EA, like FIFA. Everyone likes FIFA, everyone likes Need for Speed, and the way they're sponsored by EA and the way you have to be over 18 to play is basically, that people have to make their account over 18 of age. But anyway, that was kind of like a little bit off the topic, but it is true though, and it does deserve to be said, because it is a little bit unfair the way that it happens. And with any other company, it doesn't happen. Like, you can be, even though it's like an 18 game, like for the likes of Treyarch, they're sponsored by Activision, and they don't make up these stupid rules saying they have to be over 18 or over. If your account is like your actual age for the people who are under 18, for like 15, they could play Call of Duty even though it's for 18s, and it's a bit unusual how EA does it. But anyway, Battlefield 4 is sponsored by EA, and we don't know when it's going to be out. Like Battlefield 3, the last map pack was, I think it was last year, that was the final map pack. And it's a bit unusual, because when it comes to map packs, for Call of Duty, all their map packs that are made are out each month, which was from Modern Warfare 3, or just the normal out every few months out of the year. And basically for Battlefield games, their map packs came out every few months out of the 2 years, basically. So that game was out in 2011, and they were selling map packs throughout 2011 and through 2012. And we're hearing about a new Battlefield game, which is a bit weird, because you would really be expecting to hear that possibly next year, because since they just released their since they released their last map pack like a few months ago, really, it's been unusual how we're hearing a new game for Call of Duty. There are two companies that makes the same franchise, and that is Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and they're kind of worrying about their own game, and it is expecting to hear a new Call of Duty game like at the start of this year, because it's a different company making the same franchise. And it is a bit weird, because it kind of shows that they're really, really busy all the time. They don't take breaks, really. And it also gives you the idea that even though they're selling their map packs, they're also working on the new Battlefield game. And I am a really good fan of the Battlefield. It's a really good game, and the online is a bit hard, if you know what I mean. Like the map is absolutely huge, and it takes a long time to get from one side of the map to the other, and it's really hard to kill people. Like, the majority of kills on the score is pretty much like 10 or 15, but on Call of Duty is like 20, 30, or even 50. That's if you're a really good Call of Duty player, but that's because it's a really small map. You can easily find players. But on the Battlefield game, the map is absolutely huge, and you have to get a tank or a helicopter to get from one side of the map to the other faster, and it's really hard. But you do get guns on the vehicles, which is pretty cool. But I just don't like Battlefield because of that. If the maps were a bit smaller, I know there's like a team deathmatch, and that makes the map a lot smaller, because you don't get vehicles, you don't get tanks, you don't get anything. It's just you and a weapon, and if you're playing team deathmatch, then they make it really small, so it's easier to find players. But you know, I just don't like it because of that, because it's a bit hard. But with the campaign, I absolutely love the campaign. The campaign in Battlefield 3 was absolutely brilliant. I actually played it like over 5 or 6 times because it was so good. I had to say it was like the best campaign I've ever played. I had to play it over and over again because it was so good, and it was a little bit easy actually. Even though I played on the most hardest difficulty, like I did get mad at it, but you know sometimes, but you know it is a good campaign, which gets me thinking. Would they continue the story? Because I'm not really caught up with the story of it. I never played Battlefield 1 or 2. I did heard of it back in the days, but I thought it was a really stupid game, and I didn't bother getting it. And when I heard that Battlefield 3 was coming out, that was back in like 2010 or something like that, or 2011. Like since all of my friends were getting it, and I didn't want to be the last one out, because I didn't want to be the only person not getting the game. So I got the game, and I was like falling in love with it. But I do have to get Battlefield 1 and 2 so I can make more sense with the campaign, so I'll know what's going on. But I'm not really sure if the campaign is continuing or not, because I just don't really know. But I can't really comment on that because I'm not really 100% sure. But we will get news of it though, of Battlefield 4, during this month, somewhere between 22nd to the 30th of March. It's somewhere like in the 25th or 26th, I forgot when. And here's a fail. So I was supposed to hit the rocket and then shoot the thing, but I got so pissed at that right there, because it was a bit unfair. I could have got more than one. But anyway, so the campaign in Battlefield 4, I hope it's good. I kind of went off topic. I forgot what I was on about. But anyway, hopefully the campaign will continue, which probably will. And for the online, I hope that the online isn't really as difficult. It'll probably be like the exact same but just with new maps. But I do prefer though that the Battlefield was on the PC, because there's more better stuff on the PC than you get on the console. And then when you download maps, it's over like 1 gig of memory, and for me that kind of sucks, because I only have like a 60 gigabyte hard drive. And I always get the Call of Duty map packs when it comes out, because I do prefer Call of Duty than Battlefield. But so the way that Battlefield 3 map packs is over like a gig, it kind of really takes up all of my spaces in the hard drive, which I'm kind of running out of, so I really need a new one. So hopefully, I am waiting to get that Xbox 720, so hopefully it'll come out soon enough before my memory goes full. But I will have to delete some stuff anyway, so hopefully it'll make more room. But anyway, so hopefully that Battlefield 4 will be a great game. But it's a little bit crummy that it's consoles, but I should be happy about it though, because I am in love with the Battlefield game, and I don't really have a PC gaming computer, so I can't really say that it should be on the PC only, or else I wouldn't be able to play it. But for the map size and all that, it really should, because it's pretty much more like a PC for like Minecraft. For Minecraft, it's unlimited. You can go anywhere, you can go as far as you want, it never ends. But on Xbox, there is an ending point. So that's kind of my example on why that Battlefield should just be only for PC. But I am in love with the game, so I can't really say much about it. So we will be hearing some news about it soon. If I do hear any news, I'll probably go over it and in my own opinion and all that. So yeah, and I wonder what the campaign is going to be like. And for E3 as well, I think we are going to be hearing some news about it. So if it's going to be on E3 this year, when they're going to talk about it, that will just probably be out next year, somewhere in March or something like that, because that's what happened back in E3 2010, I think, when they were talking about Battlefield 3, and it was going to be out pretty much next year during March or something, which was also close to the E3 2011. But we probably will be hearing some more news about the game in E3, so which is another good few months away. It's always happening in the summer. But yeah, so I'm actually can't wait to you know, look at this game and see what it's like. But I do think the campaign is going to continue, though. It'll just kind of be stupid, though, if they're going to name it like Battlefield 3 and then Battlefield 4 if the campaign's not going to continue. But yeah, so I actually can't wait to see what's going on. So yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and if you're new to this channel, then also subscribe. You can also comment down below, tell me what you think. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Once again, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.